It's that powerful. Naloxone is easy to use, and it could save a life in minutes. It comes as a nasal spray, and you don't need to be a doctor to use. If someone you know overdoses, spray it in their nose, call 911, and stay with them. You could be the reason they wake up.
Hey, Seattle, tune in to Lidline Sports every Monday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m.
What up, yo? We are back. This is Pep, and the man that don't take no mess, Mr. O.P.I.S., Mr. Stevenson. What say you?
I hope you see the hat that I'm wearing right now. That's how mad I am.
I do. Man, you are angry.
I just want to make that be known.
Tune in to Lidline Sports every Monday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Lidline Sports.
Hey, Seattle. Here are some storage tips to love food, stop waste. Onions make potatoes sprout faster. Keep onions away from potatoes. Ripe bananas give off a gas that makes the fruit around them ripen faster. Store bananas away from other fruits. 40% of food in the U.S. goes uneaten. Save money, save food, save the planet. Visit Seattle Public Utilities for more tips.
Community, listen to New Hope Missionary Baptist Church every Sunday, 10:45 a.m.
We invite you to get up and call a friend and tell them that New Hope is on live. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And now, our pastor, the Reverend Dr. Robert L. Jeffrey Sr. Everybody clap your hand, come on.
Listen to New Hope Missionary Baptist Church every Sunday, 10:45 a.m.
A new law is helping people save more money on prescription drug costs. You may also be able to save with Medicare's Extra Help program. Your premium cost can be zero and your out-of-pocket expenses are low. Who should apply? Single individuals earning less than $23,000 a year or married couples earning less than $31,000 a year. Even if you don't think you qualify, you should still check out this program. Visit ssa.gov/extra help. Medicare costs are covered by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Rainier Avenue Radio. Seattle's best music, talk, and sports station.
Well, hello, everyone, and thanks for joining another episode of Big Money in the Lombard. Hello, and here is Violeta Strash, Hawaii. Hello, me.
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing? Here, tip your camera down a little bit. Tip your camera down.
Hold my camera.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Is that good?
That looks beautiful. Yes. Yes, there you go. Maybe just a little bit more. There you go.
Okay.
And there you are in Hawaii. Violeta, please tell our viewers what you're doing in Hawaii and why you look so fabulous.
I look fabulous. You're the fabulous one. But hey, everyone, I am in Hawaii. We just got through a wedding celebration on Saturday. Mm-hmm. My oldest son, Nicholas, had a destination wedding here on one of the beaches in Hawaii. And if you're familiar with the Kahala area, which is on the southeast side of Oahu, that is the beach where they got married. Beautiful ceremony during close to sunset, and it was quite lovely. Great day. And I will share some pictures with you later after we go through most of our show. But yeah, I'm kind of relaxing. My view is of this area that you see behind me, Waikiki Beach. Okay, Tina.
Look at that. Well, I am not in Waikiki. I am dreaming I'm in Waikiki. Spiritually and emotionally, I'm in Waikiki. But right now...
but I have to come home tomorrow.
You have to come home tomorrow? Okay. Well, enjoy your next 24 hours. No, I'm here in lovely Denver, Colorado, where it's beautiful. It's about 50 degrees. I think we're going to hit 59 degrees on Thursday, which is crazy right in the middle of winter. But we just want to
Can I just say really quick, it's hard to believe it's Christmas time when it's mid-80s. There you have it.
I can't believe it. I don't know where you're coming home, V. Just stay. Just saying. But Rainier Avenue Road actually, we're just a week away from Christmas. So all the hosts from Tuesday the 24th to Thursday the 26th, including real estate and money, will be canceled as hosts and staff spend time with their families. So, next week we're not going to be here for Christmas. We're not going to be here for New Year's Eve. So we were just thinking that we would talk about 2025, looking forward to January 1st and what the housing market looks like for 2025, the mortgage market looks like. This is what everything looks like in 2025. So, V, what do you think?
For next year? Well,
yes.
Let me start with last week, Thursday, the 12th, Freddie Mac had the 30-year mortgages at the mortgage rate was 6.6, and then the 15-year rate was 5.84. Now, is that going to continue on? It may go down because, the election, of course, everybody's expecting President Trump to do something next year to help with ownership.
Well, let's just see what Fannie Mae says that's going to happen to the market. So, Daniel, I've got one of my links. There's the second one I just sent that talks about the mortgage market and what we can look forward to in 2025. And so if you can see here, thank you, Daniel. It looks like home sales are going to be rising just a little bit, but does it talk about the mortgage rates there? Let me see here. Which one you got there? Let me see. Okay, mortgage rates to moderate. The trajectory of mortgage rates has a major bearing on how the housing market will fare. But what's going on is they're saying that it's going to look similar to what it looked like in 2024. So they're thinking that the rates in 2024 were anywhere from 6.08 to 7.44 in the past 52 weeks. And they say the same things could happen in 2025. It maybe will start stabilizing the year 2025 and 2026. So for all of those of you who are thinking that the rates are going to go down 5.5% or 4% or back down to 3.875, that looks very bleak. What they're saying right now is that the mortgage rates are going to kind of stay even, maybe go down just a little bit, but nothing so exciting that you're going to have to hold off. So if you've got clients out there and they're saying, hey, I'm going to wait for the rates to go down to 5.99, don't hold your breath. Okay, don't wait until 2027 for that to happen. It may not happen. So can you scroll down just a little bit more, Daniel? Talk us a little bit about that. Because of the mortgage rates are going to start moderating, some of the prices of houses are going to start moderating too. So just going just a little bit more. So here it talks about home prices increase slowly. So there are a lot of years where home prices increase by 12, 15%, what have you. They're saying this year it's going to slow down a little bit as far as acceleration and houses appreciating. So everything is still uncertain with the housing market. So don't expect to buy a house at 500,000, and next year is going to be 650,000. So that's not going to really happen over the next year. So it says here that 2025, the median home price went from 410,000 to it'll go up by 2% over the year 2024. And that's remarkably lower than 10% that we've enjoyed for years. A different type of buyer emerges. So this is really important here. A lot of buyers, at least 20% of the market, are buying with cash. A lot of people have so much equity in their houses, they're just buying with cash. They're like, forget the mortgages, we're just going to buy with cash. So these people are going to have a lot of power, and it's actually a surge. There are record highs for people buying with cash in the year 2024 and 2025. It's anticipated that will continue. It says here, first-time home buyers are getting older. Okay, the median age of a first-time home buyer was 36. That was an all-time high. So, V, you remember in the past, you had people at 26 years old, 25 years old, 20 years old. Now it's 36 years old is the average first-time home buyer. So they're getting older. Okay, the allure of cities grows. So because of the pandemic, it's unleashed a trend of suburban movers, but people are now heading back into the city. So during COVID, a lot of people did not like the high rises. They didn't like the density of the city. So a lot of people moved out. Now it says that people are getting kind of sick of the suburbs, so they want to come back in. So they're moving back into cities that they actually escaped from a couple years ago. More buyers are pulling their money. So there are a lot of multi-generational people out there, like mother, daughter, uncle, cousin, nephew, niece. A lot of people are buying houses together, so they don't have to have the stress of that giant mortgage payment with the higher interest rates. So we're finding more multi-generational households. Mother, daughter, sister, brother, father, that sort of thing. That's happening right now. So for those of realtors out there who are looking for first-time home buyers, it's not just the married couple anymore. It's the married couple, it's the grandmother, it's the son, so on and so forth. Now, single women are still outpacing single men. Okay, single women buyers continue to outpace single men buyers. A drop in marriage rates has triggered this. So people are getting married. Essentially, women are saying, look, forget that. I'm going to buy my own house. So there are a lot of single women out there who are looking for homes, and they are opting to not get married for whatever reason. So thank you, Daniel. That's all I needed on that page. So, this next coming year, it's going to be a lot different. If you did mortgages 10 years ago or 20 years ago, 30 years ago, or if you're a realtor in the business, 2024 actually was the year of change. 2025, we're going to be really knee deep in that change. A lot of women, first-time home buyers, 36 years old, a lot of women buying. People are not getting married. So if you're out there just doing the marriage events, you have a booth up at the marriage events, what have you. There's not a lot of people getting married. There's not a lot of people getting married buying homes. So it's a whole new gambit. So how about you, V? How have you seen the market has changed in your market?
Yeah, I know that there's more sellers coming out, getting ready for the spring market. And they're pricing, when they used to price aggressively, they're pricing more realistically.
Right.
As agents, we advise them on pricing, how to price, why to price it that way, comps around the area. And sometimes we just have to go with, okay, the client will say, I want it priced this much and it's a lot higher than you think. And you just say, okay, then let's go try that out. And if not, we'll go for the price, right? Or do something creative with the pricing, try to get more buyers in. But buyers are out there. I've seen a lot of buyers, especially after Thanksgiving, a lot more people coming out to open houses.
Right. That's amazing. Awesome. So what are their demographics? Are they married? Are they single? Are they retired? What are the demographics?
There are some more mature demographics of our community. There are some that are, I actually sold a house recently to a multi-generational mom and dad, brother, a sister. Luckily, this house has a lot of rooms. And there are grandkids that come in and out. But, it seems to be the case that the older generation is helping get homes for their offspring, right? And then aunts and uncles moving in with their nieces and nephews with kids, for example. And I think that the demographics are getting older. Like in my particular area, Browns Point, it's been an established community for years. People are getting older. They're needing to downsize or move out, and young families are coming in. But young families with kids, so they're upsizing, and they're probably in their 30s. You're right, 30s, 40s, getting a home, and then they're going to remodel to make up. So there's a lot of that going on, but I do see more sellers that are older and downsizing. So that's what's going on. I think that's continuing to happen all over the place. And people, like you said, into the city, there's more of this, young professionals say, no, I don't want to deal with a yard, home ownership. There's all kinds of stuff that I need to do. I'll just get a condo, a townhouse where I don't have to deal with yard maintenance or any maintenance. Just come and go from work and be, again, closer to the city. So there's a trade-off there, and people realize that. And then Tina and I had a conversation earlier today. She taught me something about lenders and what they do. And I have a transaction finalizing now, and wanting the buyers wanted to close on the 7th of January. The sellers would like to close before the end of the year. And Tina has always said, there's like one deal. There are lenders that have incentives, and there's a one deal thing, right, where they offer to close, or if I, as the listing broker, or there's a buyer's broker, we all agree that we want to close earlier rather than later, that we can ask the lender if they could please take us on as their problem child and get it done quicker, right? So I use that tactic, and it might just work. We got through appraisal, so that's kind of the last hurdle, right, Tina? To closing. And the appraisal happened like yesterday, I believe, and so I haven't heard yet, but we may close early. So I begged and pleaded for that. Make me be the poster child for the month of December, please.
Yeah. And they said yes, huh?
Yeah, about December closing.
Well, the thing is, a lot of times when lenders, we get a purchase and sell contract, we'll look at the close date. And if it says like January 8th, we will plug that right into our system. And then everything is geared to get notified when the appraisal is due, when the loan conditional approval is due. We have this. And we have a deadline or whatever that we work towards. And if you say you're going to close on the 8th, for example, we'll time everything so you close on the 8th. And we'll give people who want to close on the 30th, we'll give them the priority. So if you come back and say, hey, we really want to close on the 28th, we will make the adjustments. A lot of times you need to ask. A lot of times the seller has a reason. There's a reason why why the seller and the buyer actually agreed on a certain date. So we don't know. So we're not going to go in there and say, hey, you want to close between the 1st? But, we don't go in there and tell you when you should have a close date. But when you do have it, if you want to move it up, go ahead and ask. I know in Washington State, their contracts are usually the close date like February 1st or better. Here in Colorado, there is no or better. We close on that date. We need an addendum if you want to close 2 days or a week earlier. We actually need an addendum in the state of Colorado. So make sure, if you're at the end of the year, like Violeta said, she asked for that one pull, and they probably said, hey, we're not doing anything. Let's go ahead and do it. That's exactly it. So don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to ask. Now, if you did, I like to say too, if you did have any loans, if you bought a house this year, or if you refinanced your home this year, make sure when you start doing your taxes in January that you've got those papers handy, because a lot of times those closing costs can be written off for the year. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah, so, a lot of people. Yes. So I've got one more link here. Daniel, do you have my other link? I think it's the Fannie Mae one. Yeah, there you go. Housing market likely to thaw. Here we go. In 2025, due to affordability challenges and lock-in effect. Okay. So let's go ahead and move on down. This is Fannie Mae. Fannie Mae is one of the secondary market lenders, for conventional loans. And so they talk a lot about different stuff, but basically what they're trying to say is, okay, so it's not saying much. Okay, but let's go back to the middle right there. Go right down to the middle, right there. Okay, the average mortgage rates will decline modestly, but remain above 6% and more like with likely bouts of volatility. So, think 6%, okay? Existing home sales will remain near 30-year lows, but location matters, okay? So it's not this giant, hot real estate market. So, depending if like everybody is moved from California to move to New Mexico or Colorado, those type of situations matter. But basically, it's a kind of a cooling off period we're going through. New home sales remain a bright spot in the housing market where they can be built. So, if you've got new home sales, I know here in Colorado, we've got a lot of homes that are being built. So those markets are going to be moving along. National home price growth will decelerate. Okay, like we said before, it may go up by 2%, but it's not going up by 10% or 12%.
Right.
Multifamily housing will remain in a holding pattern. So multifamily housings, 1 to 2 to 4 to 5 to 15 units. There's still going to be a market with that. So, but it looks like here, housing market unlikely to thaw in 2025. Thank you, Daniel. So this is from Fannie Mae. So basically what they're telling you is, hey, if you're a home buyer and you're like, I'm going to wait till the rates are 5.25 because they're going down. They don't go down like that. They don't go down like that. They don't drop like a rock. Depending on employment and the GPA, the national growth, whatever, gross GPA, whatever, it's not going to go down like this. It'll probably go down like this over time. Okay. So, if you're saying, hey, I'm going to wait till the rates get to 5.5 or 4.9, you're going to lose out. What's going on is houses have kind of cooled off. And if you're buying a house, you're actually going to get a house on sale. Your house will be on, you can buy a house that's a lot cheaper than it was 3 or 4 years ago. So just if you can buy. If you have to, have your sister come over, your mother come over, your grandmother come live with you, whatever. Pull that money, get that house. Because when interest rates do start going down, in the next couple of years, and the price of houses start going up, you can split that pot. You can split that equity, go buy yourself something else. But, if you have to buy, do not wait. Do not listen to somebody that says, oh, I'm going to wait till the rates go down to 4.2. Okay, that's the past. That is the past. So, hopefully the government can help out with this. But basically, it's the government trends and policies that have us where we're at right now. Okay, so people think that the government is out there saying we're going to put the rates up, we're going to put the rates down, we control everything. It's economic factors. There's the economy. A lot of those things have to do with the price of mortgage rates and what people are willing to invest in. So don't think the government's going to say, okay, we're going to put the rates down 3%. Okay, they can't do that. If they do that, the economy may collapse or go upside down. There's why the economy is right now. They want to have the rates higher is because the prices of houses start going out of control. And so the houses just start going up, and people couldn't afford it. So they decided to, hey, raise the rates. That's going to slow down consumer consumption. So, to think that the policymakers are going to just have the rates go down, it's a whole different market. A lot of things contribute to that. So it's kind of like it's a balancing act. You want to make sure that the economy is recovering, because if the rates start going down, the prices of everything is going to start going out of control. And we're dealing with inflation. Inflation is a big factor of whether the rates go up and down. So please, we have no control over the rates. If you want to buy a house, buy a house. I mean, V, you remember my first house was at 6.75 for years. I did a lot of loans at 8.3 and 9.25. And the second 10% and 14%. Those were the days. So 6.5%. I don't know what you're waiting for. If you're 36 years old and you've been looking for a home for 10 years, you've probably never seen a market where the rates were 9.5 or 10.25. But we've seen it. We have seen it. And those people who bought houses back then are living high off the hog right now. They've got thousands of dollars. They have so much equity in their homes. So do not let the rate dictate to you whether you want to buy or sell. If you want to buy a house and enjoy tax benefits, buy that house.
Yeah, if you're waiting for under 3%, like it was a few years ago, don't do that. Don't wait for the market to drop that low. That was an incredible historical change, and it's going up. And even at this 6%, single digit is still good.
Fine. Yeah, V, I remember there was some. I worked with you. I was working with you at Salem Communications. We were at the radio station, and I had left mortgages, and the rates went down to 5.25 because Martha Stewart went to jail. And the rates just went boom, all the way down. And then I went back into mortgages. When Donald Trump was voted in his first term, rates went to 4.75 overnight. And then another time too. And then when COVID hit, rates went down to like 2%. Now, those are things that are just, we cannot control. If it happens, it happens. But these are not the norm. It's not like the rate's just going to drop out of the sky. The rate's just going to fall from the sky. No, something very traumatic has to happen for that to occur. And let's pray nothing traumatic happens. But if you want to buy a house, if the rates go down to 5% or 4%, then just refinance. You're not sticking to your rate for the next 30 years. Just refinance for the rates go down, But I think it's going to be like 2025. I really think it's going to be a really good 2025. Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? We have a few minutes here. I wanted to go through my slides really quick.
Yes.
Here in Hawaii. So Daniel, do you have those ready? And once again, I can't see my screen. So I'm going to go by what I sent to Daniel and show you. This is an option. If you are exhausted with trying to find a place, or if you're wanting to do something different, maybe take a breather, go to Hawaii. The rates are, I think flights are relatively cheap these days, but we are staying in the Waikiki area. And the first slide that you see is the Outrigger Waikiki Beach Resort.
Wow.
Real nice place. And then the view facing the other way, you see Diamond Head. And like on my background here, Diamond Head is to my right. And then all the condos and all the beaches. there. And then here's the third photo is a close-up of Diamond Head. Real cool place. And then across the street from our hotel, we went to the Maui Brewing Company. And this is the view from our open air dining room.
Wow.
Isn't that fun?
Oh,
And
yeah.
again, it's hard to believe it's December, close to Christmas time. Next week is Christmas, right? And it's 80 something degrees and all the lights. Doesn't seem like Christmas to me, not the Christmas. But when we talk about traditions, this could be a tradition. My son who got married said, I think we may want to come on our anniversary date and explore each of the different islands. So that would be cool.
Yes.
And then, of course, you got to go. The next slide is of Pearl Harbor. You see the Arizona Memorial on the right, and the U.S. I think that's Constitution on the left, the big battleship, and very solemn place. You see all the names of all those who have died. Over 1,000 people died during the attack on Pearl Harbor, December 7th. And you take a ferry boat ride out to the memorial, the Arizona. It's like 15 minutes, real quick. And then you walk along that long stretch of the building that is built over the ship that has sunk. And it doesn't take very long, but it's something I truly wanted to do that and honor the fallen ones.
Beautiful.
And then the last slide here is something amazing. Now this is a homestead that's on the beach. Kind of reminds me of Tom Selleck when he was on Magnum PI. And, there's the big plantation, the big grounds, and then beyond that, you see there's two parts of this house with a little portico in the middle. You go through there. You walk straight out. The building on the left is where all the bedrooms are, and the building on the right has the big open space for everyone to gather. There's a dining, kitchen, living room, and each of the 3 bedrooms on the other side has an ensuite. So it was really cool, well updated, and it belongs to a family that had waited for years. They actually lived next door and saw the opportunity to buy this place. And it's because it's a historical site, they have to open it once a month on a weekend for the public to come through and take a look. And if you think, Airbnb, that might be a cool place because you're at the bottom of Diamond Head. You look behind you. And that you can see the point of Diamond Head. So
okay, wow. This is beautiful, V. Thank you for sharing with us. It makes me want to go Hawaii.
I know. Very cool. Rent it out.
Let me say here. So anyways, Tuesday the 24th through Thursday the 26th, including real estate and money, will be canceled as hosts and staff will be spending time with their families. All Tuesday and Wednesday live shows will also be off the air due to New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, except for Clean Green Living's New Year's Eve special, the 31st at 12:30 p.m. So anyways, we want to thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you in 2025.
Yes, Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays. Bye-bye.
Thank you.